Hey, what's up guys? I'm your host Stan Medina. Today I'm going to bring out 5 tips to help you build your credit, okay? Tip number 1, let's get right into it. Tip number 1 is check bankrite.com. It's an online service. They have multiple different products there, but what I want y'all to look at is if you go to this website right here, go to where it says credit cards, hit the drop down, and you're going to see something there. What it's going to do is going to give you a bunch of different options for your credit situation. So it's going to say good credit, excellent credit, good credit, average credit, bad credit, no credit, secure credit. It's going to have some options there. The point of this website is to help you start establishing credit. If your bad credit's up here and you have no credit, we want to start to balance it out. So on this side, you can apply for a secured credit card. So the secured credit card is the way a secured credit card works is they're gonna ask you to deposit some money, and then they're gonna give you a credit card for that amount. But the good thing about it is that credit card is gonna report on your credit report. So you're gonna start to build some credit, and you don't want to get the credit card. Let's say you put $1,000, okay? Let's say if you go to Bankrite, you put $1,000 and they send you a Visa card. You don't want to go out and max the Visa, okay? You want to keep it below 30%. So if you got a credit card of $1,000, hey, just only spend $200 and just pay it back every month. Spend $200, pay it back. Spend $200 and pay it. Don't exceed the $200, and that's gonna start to increase your credit score. It's not gonna happen overnight, but it's gonna be as you're starting to pay off some of this bad debt, you're starting to build credit here. And if you want to get another one, if you want to get 2 credit cards of $1,000 each, hey, do that. The faster you start to apply these tools, the faster you'll get back to have a good credit score. So check out bankrite.com for the credit card drop down. There's a bunch of different options there. Tip number 2 is you want to get a bank with multiple different product options. And what I mean by product options is for sure the basics. They're gonna have checking, they're gonna have savings, they might have mutual funds, CDs, auto loan, mortgage loans, personal loans, boat loans, recreational vehicles, IRAs, all kinds of different products, okay? And the reason why it's going to be beneficial is because these banks also have secured credit cards. Most banks offer a secured credit card if you just ask them. So if you've been banking somewhere for a long time, maybe just call and say, hey, do you offer any secured credit cards? They might have some there. So this place will also have, any bank with multiple products will have a secured credit card. Once you get a bank account set up and you got a savings account and you start to put something in your savings, you might want to apply for a secured credit card with the same bank, and then they're going to see that you're paying that as well. They might even eventually start to give you just a flat up regular credit card for a minimum amount, and then you can start to increase that limit of the card, and it's going to start to build your credit up. So having a bank with multiple products is really going to help you start to balance this out. You still have this bad debt here, and we're going to get to that here in a bit. So get with the bank with multiple products and stay with that bank for years and just keep using their products. Start to if you're not sure about the products they have, call and ask. Hey, I noticed y'all have this CD product. How does that work? And get some information. Credit report, freecreditreport.com. You're entitled to a free credit report annually. So that's going to be a free credit report with 3 credit bureaus on it. So they'll either send you like a bunch of papers of it, or you can view it online. And what you'll want to do with that is you're going to start to go down all your bad debt. And you want to start with the least amount first. If you have a medical bill on there that's $50, pay it off. If you have let's say if you have a medical bill that's $1,000, okay, you might want to call them and see if they'll do a settlement amount. Most of those debt collectors, if the debt's been there for a long time, man, they'll take anything. If you say, you know what, I'll pay $200 right now if you can just, we can just close this deal. I'm done with this. But make sure that you get them to send you a letter that they're going to remove it from your credit. Don't just call and just pay it. Say, hey, I want to pay this, but I want to see if you can send me a letter just saying that you're going to remove it after I pay it, because I don't want it to stay around. I'm kind of done. I'm looking to build my credit up. I'm working very hard to pay off all my old debt? Can you work with me? They'll be willing to work with you. Tip number 4 is collateral loan. So collateral loan, this collateral loan is going to be for bigger long-term long-term goals, okay? So let's say if right now you have a checking account, you have a savings account, and you have a couple credit cards, and your credit's pretty good, but you want to start to get into real estate. You want to start to get into like some business stuff, okay? You want to take it to the next level. A collateral loan is going to open the door for that. So if you have no business experience, if you have no real estate in business, what you want to do is you want to meet with the bankers. It might take you several meetings with different bankers. Meet with a banker that you feel comfortable with. Don't just go to the first bank and start to make deals with them. Go there and meet the banker, ask him questions, see if y'all have a good vibe, see if he's willing to help you, see if he understands where you're coming from, and go from there. These collateral loans are going to start, you can probably do like $5,000, $10,000. So these collateral loans, the purpose of these are just to build a relationship with that bank. So you're going to go get a collateral loan. It's probably going to be a 4-year term loan. And whenever you do the collateral, you're going to give them $5,000. They're going to give you like $48,000 to use back. Put that in the savings and just pay the payments every month. If you want to set it on auto draft, just set it on auto draft. And just to start to build that relationship with that bank. Don't get a 4-year note and pay it off in 6 months. It doesn't show. It's not going to build no history. You want to build some history. This is also going to show up on your credit report. So it's going to show that you got a loan for $4,000 and that you're paying it back on time. So it's really going to look good on your credit. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be for bigger loans, and I can get more into this on a different video about real estate investing and business loans. But tip number 5 is going to be avoid credit card repair companies. So rebuilding your credit is not a quick fix, okay? It's not a Band-Aid. What this is, it's a reprogramming of spending habits and how to place your money and how to not fall into the same situation. So avoid these companies because it's not a quick fix. They're gonna charge you monthly fees, and more likely it's gonna drag out. It's gonna drag out for a year or two, and maybe at the end of the tunnel you might see some results, but you can do this all yourself. Everything's available online. If you go to any credit card credit bureau and you can actually get a credit report, you can actually dispute if you know something's on there. So let's say you get a free credit report and it's on TransUnion. You can go there and you can dispute it for free. You don't have to pay to dispute it. You get one free credit report a year. You don't have to pay for that. Don't pay for online access to your credit report. Don't avoid that stuff. You're entitled to a free credit report. Okay. So this is 5 number 10. I'm gonna give you a bonus tip. This is gonna be a pretty cool tip. It's kind of like a life hack. But if you're young, maybe from the age 20 to 25, and you're a young professional or you're starting your career, you're making good money, and you're pretty responsible. You kind of got your life in order. You're trying to, but you want to start to look at bigger things, okay? But your credit score's not there. You have no credit. You never had loans, you can actually get added on to your parents' credit. So if your parents have an 800 score, it's gonna take some persuading, but it's possible. Persuade them, say, you know what, I really want to get into business in the next 5 years. I really wanted to get in real estate investing. I really wanted to. You gotta explain what the goal is. You don't want to just ask them, hey, can you add me on your card? Say, look, mom, look, dad. In the next 5 years, I really have a passion for getting into real estate investing, and in order to get into real estate investing, my credit score has to be pretty high, and I gotta have just show some kind of credibility whenever I'm applying to work with these investors and stuff. So they can add you as an authorized user, and within 6 months, you'll see your credit score skyrocket. You'll start to see how their credit and their established credit carries on to you. Okay, most credit card companies won't tell you this. They won't even say this is an option. You have to make sure you tell them. Say, I want to be my parents and I agreed that I'm going to be an authorized user on their card, They're gonna talk to your dad. They're gonna talk to your mom. They're gonna say, okay, is this fine? Okay, it's possible. You can do it. They're not gonna tell you about it because they don't want you doing that. But this is a good thing that you can do if you want to. If you don't have no credit, but you're responsible to get a higher credit score. So I hope these tips are very helpful. These are 5 quick tips to help you. I want to apologize for my board. I messed up my board with using this paint marker, but I promise you by next week I'm gonna have a brand new board for you. I'll get this one refinished and we'll take care of it. Hey, follow me at Stan Medina, at the Stan Medina on Instagram. And I appreciate y'all's likes and shares and subscribe to the video. Thanks, guys.